Before the human race was worried about Excel sheets and being on the brink of nuclear war, great minds throughout history wasted hours pondering on the question, who would win? From military commanders strategizing on what countries to invade, to the classic my dad would beat your dad level arguments. One battlefield that gets into this predicament the most is the sweatiest Discord servers kindly explaining to the innocent 9-year-olds that Cybermen would probably solo their favorite verse. Today, we will resurrect one of the most debated on topics in the Power to Scale community. Could inserted character beat Radits in a fight? You guys were absolutely loving the Grug content, and one comment in my first video stuck with me. I went into excruciating detail explaining Grug, his abilities, in my last couple videos, but in conclusion, he was far more powerful than anyone could imagine. And not in like the haha, I'm gonna wank a leaf cutter ant into like, I don't know, one-tapping Goku funny meme way, but explaining that Grug's feats and potential with training makes him a multi-continental level threat. And no, that's not a joke. Watch my past videos explaining. After this one, of course. Can Grug match up with the heavy hitters in the power scaling communities? I don't want to waste any more of your time explaining the premise to a video you can understand from the title. What I want to do is explain why I'm choosing Radits, of all people, to throw up against Grug. Dragon Ball Z is not just an anime. It's an undisputed champion of power scaling. It's a journey of consistent escalation, where each new threat dwarfs the last. To truly appreciate the monumental leaps in strength, to even begin to comprehend the might of beings who can sneeze away galaxies, we need a foundation. We need a yardstick. Think of Raditz as like a mini-boss. He is the first significant hurdle Goku and Piccolo faced together, the character that forced them to form an uneasy alliance and push beyond their previous limits. Before we can even dream of comparing someone like Grug Croods to universal threats, we have to see if he can even survive a glancing blow from Raditz, the first threat in Dragon Ball Z. Raditz' power isn't just a mystical anomaly. It's deeply rooted in his Saiyan biology. He hails from a warrior race, renowned throughout the galaxy for their incredible strength and insatiable appetite for battle. Born in the high-gravity planet of Vegeta, his very bones and muscles are forged under extreme pressure. But their power doesn't stop there. Saiyans possess the remarkable ability to manipulate their internal energy, known as ki. This life force can be focused and unleashed in devastating energy blasts, allowing them to strike with far more force than their physical bodies alone. Furthermore, like all Saiyans, Raditz possess a latent ability to transform into a Grade 8, or Uzaru form, when exposed to the light of the moon. This transformation triggers an explosive surge of power, multiplying their combat capabilities tenfold. Raditz's base strength is formidable. His physical strength alone allows him to overpower opponents like early Goku and Piccolo, and even send them flying with his tail and one-shotting them. Given how easily he defeated Piccolo, who was capable of blowing up a moon with a single ki blast, casually, Raditz possesses incredible speed and reflexes. He can casually move faster than characters like early Goku and Piccolo, blitzing them and appearing behind them on multiple occasions. More impressively, he can dodge energy beams that are described as traveling faster than the light, such as Piccolo's moon-destroying blast that reached the moon almost instantly and completely pulverized it in seconds. This means Raditz exhibits minimum faster-than-light combat speed in short bursts, as he was able to sidestep Piccolo's special beam cannon, which was stated to be 4 times stronger than that moon-busting blast. Durability. Raditz showcases exceptional durability. He was shown testing beings with power levels of over 300 like Jokes, easily taking their blasts. To put that power level of 300 into perspective, he withstood a ki blast from Piccolo that was powerful enough to destroy a moon. Master Roshi also destroyed a moon with a power level of 180, and Raditz's power level is vastly higher. He also caught Goku's Kamehameha, an attack that was stated to be capable of shattering the moon. This places his durability firmly at moon level, means he can withstand forces equivalent to the complete destruction of Earth's moon. Attack potency. The fact that Raditz was able to tank Goku's Kamehameha blast, which is bare minimum moon level and probably small planetary, if we're going off how fast the moon was obliterated, that could be a baseline of Raditz's strength. But we've also seen Raditz's destructive capability firsthand. He is shown capable of making gigantic explosions that could casually destroy mountains with probably less than 1% of his power, doing it hyper casually. It's explicitly stated that he can blow apart moons with ease. Considering his ability to handle moon level attacks and the scale of his casual blasts, his destructive capacity is argued to be at least small planet level. In his Grade 8 form, his power is multiplied by 10 times, meaning he could produce energy over 10 times the power needed to destroy the moon, potentially putting him in the range of destroying a planet like Earth, similar to what a base Saiyan Saga Vegeta was confirmed capable of. Battle IQ. Raditz, while arrogant, isn't lacking in combat intelligence. He quickly discerns Goku's weaknesses and exploits it. He uses Goku's emotional connection to Gohan to his advantage, showcasing a manipulative side. This would be a particular problem for someone like Grug because his family is a primary motivator in his actions. Now that we understand how strong Raditz is, we can see how Grug would fare. In my second video, I talked about one of Grug's most powerful abilities, the almost exponential ability to gain strength while training. After someone explained the concept of weightlifting to him, Grug didn't just adapt, he exploded. His body reacted with unprecedented speed, doubling in size and power in a blink of an eye. Grug was able to increase his strength so rapidly that everyday movements like walking and touching things became extremely difficult and hard to control effectively. And remember, this is after only a week of basic training with rocks. I was able to calculate that Grug got 62.5 times stronger in just 1 week. In the same video, I also calculated that Grug, if he were to train for a year, would be able to kick with 79 million petajoules of energy. That is multi-continental levels of force, but nowhere near the attacks we've seen in basic Dragon Ball. So, that begs the question, how much would Grug need to train for him to be able to defeat someone like Raditz? Let's say Grug has trained for a year already, and is at this level of strength that we left off in the second video I made about Grug. If Grug stated that his energy output of 79 million petajoules and continued to get 62.5 times stronger each week, he would reach large planetary levels of strength in approximately 6.29 weeks. This would mean that it would take him a little over 1.5 months to reach that colossal level of power due to the extremely rapid compounding nature of his exponential growth. So, if Grug could punch Raditz, he would be able to damage him significantly. We know Grug is a beast. This level of strength should not be surprising, but one factor that might stop Grug is the massive speed differential. Raditz is shown to consistently be faster than light, reacting and blitzing characters using confirmed FTL ki blasts, casually. There are some arguments that can be used to potentially show that Grug's speed is affected by his training. When Grug first got his super trend form, his first step out the house launched him towards a mountain an undetermined distance away in seconds. But in the next step, he cracks the ground beneath him. This shows that there is a level of control that he can exert over this raw strength transformation. And yes, I did call it a transformation. Notice how there is a day and night difference between when he trained, and we saw all 6 days of his training, by the way, and when he woke up, miraculously gaining hundreds of pounds of muscle mass on the 7th day. This wasn't a gradual change in strength. I think, given the fact that he exhibits faster than normal speed while being in his super trend form, it's safe to assume that his speed grows with his strength. And after enough training and experience in the form, I don't see why he wouldn't be able to have enough prowess to be able to find a way to move more effectively. So, how would this fight goes down? It really depends on whether or not you grant Grug the speed multiplier is needed to even perceive Raditz. I mean, if we, let it all slide and we say, yeah, he would probably be able to react to and potentially, go fast enough to hit Raditz, now we can talk about how the fight would probably go down. Whether or not you think Grug would have, like, a power level that Raditz would be able to perceive, I think Raditz would probably not take him seriously, probably try to toy around with him and kill him slowly, like he did with Goku and like he did with Piccolo. Like, there's a couple ways this could play out. First is if Raditz was bloodlusted or if he was just pissed off. And I honestly think that he would probably blitz and one-tap. Realistically, the way this fight would probably go, Raditz would go in close to try to box, manhandle Grug, because I think that's kind of in his character to do so. I don't really think he would just go up and start blowing up the planet, which, I mean, he could, but realistically, this is probably a takeover situation where he's trying to sell the planet. That's why he would even drop down. If Grug were to hit him, I see him getting off-guarded. Similarly, when he got hit by Gohan in the chest and was able to be weakened enough for Goku, who he was, again, trashing, blitzing, destroying, wasn't even able to get away from his grasp, and he basically got killed by the special beam cannon. Now, it's really if multiple blows from Grug would be able to do the same thing to Raditz. I think so, but realistically, I think Raditz would probably win, specifically because Grug is always with his family, and Raditz would easily perceive that and exploit that weakness to kill Grug. But that's really it. I appreciate you guys watching this video. Honestly, I'm super, happy with the amount of growth I've gotten from you guys watching these videos, you guys messing with my Grug videos. I'm trying to make my videos a little bit better every single time I make them. So I really appreciate the likes. I really appreciate the comments. I really appreciate everything because, seriously, this is awesome. I'm getting this level of engagement, you know what I'm saying? So if you guys want to see me scale Grug to another character or do a battle like I did to this one, just drop a comment down below. Tell me what you want to see. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.